Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition. Now, here's your host, Nate Need.
Welcome again to another episode of the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about global on-site optimization as it relates to improving your search engine optimization. And I'm just going to dive right in and go through the list here. There are roughly 28 pieces in this section that we'll be discussing, and we will start from the top. So when you're performing on-site optimization, you definitely want to have clean code. Make sure your code is optimized and working smoothly, and that your site loads quickly. That's the main purpose behind cleaning up your code, is making sure you have a quickly loading site. You want to make sure your robots.txt file is up to date, and that the crawlers can access the pages you want them to, so that you're not blocking it from seeing pages you may want to have indexed and rank. You want to correct server errors that you may have, and also avoid any server errors in the future. Make sure that you keep your URLs static, that they don't change over time, and if they do, either create a 404 or ideally redirect those that already have existing links and rankings. You want to organize your URLs logically with a breadcrumbs trail if possible. So when you're running with breadcrumbs, it makes it easier for you to for the crawlers to access the way the pages are structured, as well as it makes it easier for you to, or not just you, but any user to be able to find pages. We discussed this previously, but you want to make sure your URLs are short and clean. Gone are the days of having long, very descriptive URLs for articles and pages on your site, and make sure that they're keyword optimized for the things that you're trying to rank for. You want a sitemap. You want to submit that sitemap to Google. There are a number of nice plugins that allow you to do that quickly and easily. You want to keep your sitemap updated, so it should be an auto-generating sitemap as ideally as possible, so that when you post something new, Google will immediately crawl it if you submit it to Google Search Console. You want to ensure your content loads correctly on all devices and browsers. So the mobile first indexing that Google has come out with, and that they're really trying to push for, means that you need to make sure that your site loads well on mobile devices, desktop, and tablets. Make sure your navigation is clean and user-friendly for users, and start to put together some structured markup for each of your pages. You'll really want to make sure that as you create the structured data, you're doing so in such a way that the search engines can not only crawl and access the data, but that you're giving users the relevant answers to their queries when they're doing a search online. Internal linking is critical, and we have a full guide on internal linking, but you want to optimize for internal linking. You also want to link out to high authority external sources, so you're providing legitimate, relevant, and high quality information for other users. You're going to want to format your images properly, so that your images are optimized with the right alt tags, meta descriptions, and EXIF information if necessary. You're going to have and make sure your title tags, your title images are appropriate and have all the title tags and descriptions. You want to maximize your load speed, as we've discussed before. In 2020, that's something that Google is really taking into consideration. And you can check we use GTmetrix, Google Site Speed Check, as well as Pingdom and a number of others to kind of give that information. Hunt down duplicate content. If you need to, use rel canonical to canonicalize that duplicate content. And then, of course, categorize and organize your content in a way that provides maximization for both the spiders and the users. And you're going to want to put together and offer ample contact information both in your footer and your contact page. terms of services and privacy pages are critical and a must from a legal perspective. Find and correct issues that may crop up in Google Search Console after you've launched your site. And then display user reviews on your site is extremely important. Checking and improving your bounce rates is also a great global on-site piece to consider. Optimizing for your bounce rates ensures that you can maximize the time that any user ends up spending on the site. And you're going to want to do things like have subscription pop-ups and things like that, so you can optimize your site for repeat visitors. And as well as finally, you're going to want to try to really squeeze in and optimize for the local 3-pack in local SEO. So I went through these rather quickly today. I will link to further details in the show notes so that you have that and can reference each item that we discussed. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to having you back again and would love your input on the items that you'd like us to discuss.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.